excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Cameron Batson. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff working right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's to the 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 81 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
First and 10, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Khalif Raymond. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. Diving catch there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And the Raven 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson being chased out left. 20! He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play. Brings up
second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
The extra point is good.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
3-yard line.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Ravens.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Duvernay. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 49-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Flushed out right. And pass is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Ravens 35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 20-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Nassib able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts
2 yards.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carr to throw. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers. And
they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. Past the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Wow, I mean, what a turn of events. A field goal attempt to possibly give them a 2-score lead here in the fourth. Not only is that denied, but it's returned for a touchdown, and now an extra point ties this game.
And to the surprise of absolutely no one, they came with the all-out rush because they had to at this point of the game. Not only did they get in there and block it, but how about the fortuitous bounce, and then it's off to the races the other way.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Raiders 42.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. 46 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One final try now for Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Baltimore, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.